Hey everybody, it's John from Humor and History. I hope you're all well today. This is apparently Walter's World. This is the do. This is the don't of visiting England. So this is his advice for, I don't know, anybody who's visiting England. Now he's either American or Canadian, I don't know, United Statesian, I guess. So I don't know if he's right or not. Let me know.
Things you don't want to do when you come to England. Now, the first don't I have for you is don't worry if you don't understand the English. You may have spoken English, or you thought you spoke English, since birth. You may think you're a native speaker, but don't be surprised if sometimes you might not understand people here in England, because they do have various accents, but also some of the colloquialisms and sayings and phrases they do use here sometimes can throw you off thinking, oh wait, is he trying to be mean to me, or is that a joke? I'm not sure. And the humor here can be very different, so don't worry if you don't understand the English. The second don't be scared of the food.
All right, I'm not worried about not understanding. I'll just ask. And that would be me. I'd make an idiot out of myself asking. But then again, I've got thick skin, so look at this face. You gotta have thick skin looking like this. Food.
Now, don't expect to have a culinary masterpiece every day here, but don't be scared to try the food. I know a lot of people talk about England, and it's kind of like, oh, there's cool sights in the countryside, da da da, but the food, oh my God. Look, I've been coming to England for about 20 years now, and I actually have seen the food getting better. There's tons of international food, there's tons of different restaurants throughout the country, but the thing is, the traditional English food can be pretty fun. If you go to a pub and you have, your steak and kidney pie or your shepherd's pie, or you go for a Sunday roast. It's Sunday tomorrow, and I'm kind of excited to hit the pub to have a Sunday roast with Yorkshire pudding. You'll be surprised that you might actually like the food here, so don't be scared about the food, okay? It can work out just fine.
So I wouldn't be worried about the food. I pretty much eat anything. I'm one of those people that has like an iron stomach, As a matter of fact, I would want to. I'm the kind of person that if you see people that are not from the UK, I'm the kind of person who would try to meet somebody local and be like, look, where do you go to hang out? That's not. Let's go to your local pub, that kind of thing. I probably wouldn't hit the big sites. That's not me. I actually want to just hang out and have a good time. That's what we did when we were in South America. It was find a local and just, make friends. You buy them dinner and you just chat, about stuff like that. And you find most people are very, very kind. They find it just a little weird, but you've got to go out and kind of, as we say, put your neck on the line. You just have to put yourself out there and just, try to make friends in a weird way and say, let me take you out for a bite to eat. I don't know anybody here. And most of the time, everyone's really cool about it. And like I said, I backpacked across South America, and it worked every time. You just smile and say, "Hey, I'm not from here," and you kick up a conversation. And then once you kick up a conversation, you go, "Hey, would you want to go grab a bite to eat? My treat. I will buy the food." Just to talk with somebody who's lived here. And honestly, that's the whole reason for traveling. You go see Big Ben and the Buckingham Palace, all that stuff, but I like the culture.
The third don't I have for you is don't just stay in hotels. One of the quintessential parts of coming to England and driving around England and going through England is to stay in the BNBs, the bed and breakfasts. Yeah. Because they have a whole network of BNBs throughout the countries, in big city, in small towns, in villages out in the countryside. And it really is a quintessential part of visiting England. Because what's cool is you're staying with a family and they're going to talk to you, they're going to give you the tourist information, they're going to give you the stories, the history. You're in their home and you see, wow, so this is how English people live, this is how things are, and it gives you this cool idea. And that's one thing I really want to say is, look, you're not staying at Ibis all the time, okay?
And you're helping the local economy by staying with a particular family. You're not getting, you're doing anything for corporate America, corporate Britain. I don't know. If you're like me, that would be the way to go.
Okay, go stay in a B&B so you can really get a feel of the place. And one of the really best parts, you're going to some of these smaller towns and stuff like that, stay in the B&Bs. Sometimes your only option, but it's definitely the best option when you're here. And also, to tie it in with the second thing about the food, usually you get a full English breakfast with it, with the
Cool.
with the black sausage, sausage and the bangers, the normal sausage, and the beans and the toast and the eggs and the fried tomatoes and mushrooms and all those things. And it just feels like a really special experience. Now the fourth don't we have is don't be scared to drive. I know they drive on the left-hand side of the road here, which can be...
I would be scared. It would go against... I drive a lot. I know, and you can give me a hard time. I drive a lot. That would go against my nature. And yes, we know how to drive stick. In the United States, they're moving away from stick shifts, manual transmissions. Now we kind of call them millennial anti-theft devices. So...
a little confusing or off-putting for travelers when they come here, but the thing is, public transport is really kind of expensive here. Taking the train throughout the country, oh my god, it is expensive. So you're going to want to rent a car because you can get to all these little tiny villages and see the stately homes and that Downton Abbey stuff you want to see. You can go and see those things with your own car. So don't be afraid to rent a car here. However, I will warn you, when you first driving on the other side of the road, it is a bit, off-putting. You're like, oh my, am I going the right way? And then when you hit your first roundabout, good luck, my friends. Good luck. But don't be scared to drive, because you want to drive throughout this country. And if you are going to be driving, I do recommend getting the GPS for you, because when you're driving the other side of the road, you're going to be so concentrated on that sometimes you'll miss the turnoffs and stuff. And with all the roundabouts and everything, GPS just a lot easier to deal with. I'll just tell you that one right now.
I'm going to say roundabouts are one of the things that, since starting this channel, that you guys have convinced me is much more efficient than anything else, anything that we have in the States. We just have the stop, come to a stop, wait for the light to change, or if nobody's coming, then go. It probably saves your brakes.
Another thing that kind of deals with that other side of the road driving is don't forget to look right when you cross the street. Look, they're driving on the left side of the road, so the cars come from the right, not the left. And I can't...
But you know what? Every now and then I'm so dumb about stuff. And if you guys ever get this way, I'll be the person who's like, you go to an airport and they're like, have a great flight. I'd be like, you too. And then feel like an idiot. So when I cross the road, I look right and left. But I mean, I guess you have to either way to cross the road.
I can tell you, I've been in York, I've been here in London, I've been in Cambridge, Brighton, throughout most of the districts around this country, and tourists from everywhere in Europe and everywhere around in the US, they come walking in and they look left, and the car is coming this way, and it's like, beep, beep, oh my god! And you have that almost death-inducing moment.
It's called population control.
Don't forget to look right when you cross the street. Remember, it's right, left, because the cars are coming from that way, because they drive on the left-hand side. So please, don't get killed, okay? So don't forget to look right. Now, the sixth don't we have for you is don't think that London is England. London is a great city. It's an international city, but it's not all what England is. It's like saying, I went to New York, so I saw America. No, it's not like that. Or I went to Berlin and I saw true Germany. No, Berlin, New York, London, they're very cosmopolitan cities with people from all over, and it's just such a cool melting pot that London isn't just England. There's so much more to see out there, so definitely get out and explore the countryside, because I'm serious, you go to York, you'll fall in love. You'll go to the beach by Brighton, or see the cliffs of Dover, or go to, go to Cheshire and all the kinds of cool places. You're gonna have a great time, but realize that, look, England is not just London. Get out and explore this country. And kind of also going with that, remember, England is not Britain. They're two different kind of things. Britain makes up, Scotland, Wales, England all together. So if you see people that are English, they're different than British overall. Yeah. A Scotsman will be upset if you call them an Englishman, but will be probably okay if you say they're British. All right, so just know that one. Don't mess up the British English with people.
I did that when I first started the channel, and I'm learning. Every now and then I slip, but Americans are, I don't know. We're never spent a whole lot of, they don't spend a whole lot of time teaching us this stuff. So, I know a lot of Americans, yes, are ignorant. It's just because we don't sometimes see things outside of our country. We have a lot within our country, and that's already enough to handle
people around here, okay? Now the seventh thing I want to say, don't forget your P's and Q's, i.e. don't forget your politeness and knowing how to stand in the queue here. Because people in England are extremely polite, sometimes to a fault. Like, I feel like I've said sorry enough, but I feel like I need to say sorry more. And you'll get sorries if someone bumps into you and stuff. They'll say sorry, excuse me. You need to do the same thing. So when you come here, make sure you do bring your manners. That's why we all wish, oh, I wish my boys could grow up to be an English gentleman. Now, not everywhere are they English gentlemen. I mean, go to a pub late at night with beers going around, you'll be like, what? There's no English gentleman here. Yeah, there is that. But in general, manners are a very important thing here, so make sure you don't forget your manners. But also, don't queue jump, i.e. don't butt in line. They do not like that here. They are very much, we have our line, you stay in your line, you do not mess with the line. So get to the end of the line. So just know that one, because that's what...
Okay, first of all, I don't know, we don't have that big of a deal here about line jumping. I know it's a big deal in, I believe, Great Britain as a whole. That's a thing. We don't do it as much anymore because there aren't as many people out and about. You can get a lot of things online, so you're not waiting for things unless it's like food or something like that. But we do things where we save spots for a whole family. But the worst thing in the world is that you save a spot, someone's saving a spot, you don't know it. They're in front of you in a queue or a line. And then they go, hey, and they wave, and like, I don't know, like 100 people just show up, and it's really, I get, that's irritating. Yes, and most people would say that these are trash cans, but I know that they're mail drops. I found out from another video. By the way, I am actually working on maybe a trip to England. That would be kind of neat. So we'll see how it goes.
One thing I see that I get most of the tourists where people get upset is the line butting and stuff, because, you know, Germany, it's like a mad rush for a door or something like that. Here, we'll wait in line. It'll be fine. Let the people come out of the tube. We'll go into the tube. Let people get out of the train. Let people get in the train.
Okay.
So you do have that. So don't forget your manners, okay? Your P's and Q's, don't forget those. And the eighth thing you don't want to forget when you come here is a raincoat. Now, I've been here and I've been very lucky. This is my 4th day here.
Interesting.
And there's still no rain. So yes, it does happen that it doesn't rain here. It's not like it rains every day in England, okay? But I will say, if you are gonna come here, even in the summer, bring a light waterproof jacket, but more importantly, bring waterproof shoes, because that's where you're really gonna get wet, because you can buy an umbrella for like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, no problem. So, but just don't forget that waterproof jacket, because you will eventually need it, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been very lucky this time. I've been coming here for 20 years, and this is probably the second time I've actually had like nice weather the whole time. So it's awesome when you have it, but it doesn't always happen. Gotcha. And the ninth don't I have for you is don't forget to go to the pub. This is definitely a pub culture place. Go and have your pint, enjoy the talking, the people, all kinds of stuff, and you will enjoy it. So I hope that helps you know what don't to do when you are here in England. If you want to learn more, 5 things you love and hate about London, 10 things that'll show.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Is he right? Let me know in the comments what you think about if he's right or not. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Take care. I'll talk to you and see you in the next one.